Go.
Hi, my name is Alicia Thopper. Today I will be testing the COVID in Pocket app. So I've been given a few tasks to perform and explore this app. I'll begin by trying to log in from the home page. So here I see my first screen. I have a username and password. I press on login. It got me in, although I did not create an account, but it did let me in. I am assuming it's because I'm testing it right now. Okay, so here I have latest news, more COVID cases in GTA, new COVID variants. Okay, check out recent stats in Canada. So I'm just gonna click on the first news and see if it does anything. No. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna click on the link, check out recent stats in Canada, just to see. Okay, so I have different provinces here listed. Click for individual province statistics. Okay, so I'm not sure why Canada is under provinces, but I guess that's if I want to see the statistics overall in Canada. So I'm just going to click Canada. Okay, it displays new cases, recover. Please do not travel unless necessary. There are 20,000 deaths. Okay, shows me the red areas. Okay, pretty good for that. Might be, I'm just going to try clicking on these if there's like more information in it. Oh, okay. The one thing I noticed when I'm clicking on one of the options, I'm not sure why everything is getting highlighted in blue. Not sure about that, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try might be Ontario. Okay, it shows me the province numbers again. There is no recovered information, not sure why. Stay at home emergency, so I think this is the most recent alert, so it's pretty accurate. Similarly, there are different provinces I'm seeing here. Okay, so at bottom I see three buttons. That's one is home, which I'm guessing is going to take me back to the home page. One is settings, and I'm not sure what the middle one is. It looks like a messaging service or kind of thing. So just to explore, I'm going to click on here. Okay, so there are representatives in your area. Chat with volunteers. So what is not clear to me here is like, what is the purpose of this chat? Like, what are the volunteers here to help you with? Is it with COVID related questions? Are they professionals? Or like the purpose of this chat wasn't really clear to me, or the use of this chat. So for different volunteers, I'm gonna just click on one. Okay, I can do that. Okay, so I'm assuming the green dot is the one, the person who's online. But I cannot chat with them because I'm clicking, it's not really, okay. Okay. So I guess you have to click exactly on the chat icon, which I feel is a little bit inconvenient. It should just work if you click anywhere. Okay, so I'm just gonna try sending a text if I can type here. No, okay. No, I'm not able to type. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do another task, which is trying to be one of the volunteers. So I see this button over here, which is pretty clear. So I'm gonna press on this. Participants waiting to chat for. So these are the list of my participants that I can help if I want to volunteer. So I think I just press on the chat and I can type my message here. I'm not able to type right now. Okay, it shows me the name of the person I'm chatting with. So that is pretty good. It shows me the whole list, how many participants and no waiting list. So that was pretty convenient to like become a volunteer and help through the app. Okay. Next task I have is to explore the settings page. Oh, I just noticed on the chat page, it also says how many are available and how many are like offline, how many total volunteers are there, and then how many can help me right now. So that's a pretty good thing too that I noticed. Okay, I'm gonna go to settings. Okay, it says the username. I don't know if I can change it. No, okay. Language, English and French. Okay, I have location, so that's my task. I have to turn off my location, so turn it off. If you have location off, we would not be able to locate any volunteers near you. Okay, that was a good enough alert for me to know that the app won't be able to give me correct data. Color correction. Okay, so I have some color correction modes here. That's good to have. I can even change my fonts. Okay, I'm not able to go back. Okay. Blue, yellow. Okay. I don't know. I need to click on one option then, I guess. Okay. So that was one of the things I can understand. Like, why is there like just go back if I don't want to choose any one of them? If I come into this correction mode, I will have to choose something in order to get back, unless I'm doing it wrong. Okay, there's font resize, so I can have small font, medium font, large font. I'll just choose medium. I'm gonna try large. I don't see a difference really, to be honest. But again, there is nothing that just takes me back. If I don't want to choose any font, there's no back button to just leave it and go back. So, you know. Okay, there's option to call 911. We're not going to do that. And I think that's my last task, which is logging out. So I'm going to explore this page. Turn off location. If you have location off, then we would not be able to locate the wallet. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think this is one of the errors. There's no option to log out. Instead, it keeps showing me the location thing. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not able to log out because it does not have the option. Instead, it has the location showing me. I'm just going to turn it off and go back to home. And I think I performed all my tasks and explored this pretty well.
Okay, so that was a good test. So I just have a few interview questions. Um, on a scale of 1 to 5, how difficult was these tasks for you to complete? One being the easiest.
I would say they were not difficult to complete. So I would say they were pretty easy one. I will rate it as. The only issue was that certain things were out of place. But again, it was still pretty simple to figure out where the things were. They were properly labeled, iconed with pictures and everything. So it wasn't hard to perform the task, just that the app needs some things to be fixed around. And yeah, but I would say if I have to perform a task, yeah, I would rate it pretty easy one.
Okay. So just a few more questions here. Um, what aspects of using this prototype that I've created were problematic or confusing to you? Can you just point them out throughout the app?
Okay, so I'll just go back and try to, remember myself, remind myself what they were. So under the statistics area, it was pretty good. The first thing that I found confusing here was if I go back to my home, these news articles, I thought they might lead me to more explanation. So I'm trying to click and
Yes.
really there's nothing there. So that's what I thought. They're like a link to something else, but they weren't. So that was kind of a little bit disappointing. But when we open the stats, I think they were pretty good. I have all the provinces and I go to Ontario. I don't know if this is data just does not exist or if it's not updated. So that was another thing.
Okay.
Um, Besides that, another task that I had was to volunteers. So when I went into chat, Yes, the difficulty was I kept clicking here and it never worked until I click on exactly this message picture.
Okay.
Chat. So I would like if we click anywhere on this bar or the person's name, it should
Right.
work.
Okay.
So yeah, that was really confusion because for a second I thought it's not working, but because I tried exploring and I clicked somewhere else, it worked. But it should work by clicking anywhere on the bar of the name.
Okay.
So that was one. And then I was supposed to go into settings. I had a little bit of difficulty mainly with this menu because I couldn't go back. Like if I open any of the options, color correction, I have to choose one.
Right.
And as you see here, there is nothing called normal or, no change.
Right.
Something like that might be option of no change or just a back option here
Right.
in order for me not to change anything, not to select anything and just be able to go back.
Okay.
Same with the font resize, same issue. So I have to choose something in order to go back. That's kind of frustrating.
Right.
And then the logout did not really work, which was my last task. The logout instead took me to location services
Yeah,
for
it's
some
just
reason.
a little bug there. Yeah. So if you try to click the green one, maybe something happens.
The green,
Yes.
keep it
Okay. So
on.
there is a little bug. All right.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
wasn't able to see the log. Was not able to reach the logout screen at all.
Okay. Thank you. Second question. Did you notice any features from this app that you actually liked?
Definitely. So as I said in the volunteer first, it's pretty easy here to like figure out how you can just volunteer and help out through the app.
Yes. Yes.
Second thing, I like how it gives me a list of representatives nearby me based on my location. And it also tells me how many are offline and online with these green and red dots. So that really helps in showing me that there are more than one person available, but like not at the moment. So that was pretty good. And when I was going under volunteer, when I go under volunteer, it tells me in queue how many people are waiting and it tells me the name of the person and I can choose who I want to chat with. So that was pretty good as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, my third question is, were there any features that you didn't like at all, or just is inconvenient to you?
In particular, no, there was no feature that I did not like as such, except the little bit inconvenience caused by the bug over in the setting area.
Right.
There is no feature that I did not like. I think all the features were necessary to make this app work.
Okay. Which terms, labels, or navigation elements are confusing or require clarification? I mean, like, when you're clicking on something, was it like, is it straight understandable? If I click on this, it does something, or it's just very confusing to you, and you need some kind of clarification on that.
I don't think so. In particular, this app is really like simple and convenient to use.
Yeah.
But the only thing might be this chat icon. I wasn't really sure the first time what this is.
Okay.
Might be this could like have a label, like chat, for example.
So having labels in the navigation to
Yeah,
help
yeah, just
instead of
might be like
icons. Okay.
yeah, especially for like the senior people or some
Then
population who might have trouble just guessing it from the picture what it is,
correct. Right. Right.
right? So because I'm expecting that this app will be used by a wide demographic of people.
Yeah.
So just to make it more clear, clarify what this icon
These
means. Like,
icons are okay.
yeah, I know this is messaging, but I don't know what this feature does. I never knew I can chat with a volunteer clicking
Okay.
on here.
So I can definitely improve on that. Thank you for that input. Is there anything else that you had
No,
troubles with?
no, nothing that I didn't mention until now.
Okay. So I'll move on to the next question. Um, do you have any suggestions for improvements? So just coming back to
Yeah,
the
I think,
settings, I
yeah,
guess you were saying.
yeah, I think I answered that question already.
Yeah.
So just fixing these bugs in the setting language,
Right.
sorry, setting menu, and also might be like being able to change your username here.
Right. That's based on your login. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, Except that, whatever I already mentioned, those little bugs, and might be having an article. Click on when I click on this, might be takes me
So
to the
just
recent
get some
article.
more related
Yeah,
information. Okay.
some more information on the topic, just so that I can also get the news in the same app as I get my others.
Do you think that the button at the bottom, the checkout recent stats, is it convenient to put it here, or should it be somewhere else?
No, I think it's pretty good for, yeah. I think it's pretty good, to be honest.
Okay.
Might be we you can do is like here, instead of being at the bottom, if you want to create a separate menu coming from the left hand side,
Oh, so
like usually,
sidebar.
yeah,
Okay.
like usually the apps have, you can do that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. I found it convenient. It's just
Okay.
simply on your screen, so there's nothing wrong with it.
Should this be first thing before the latest news? Because sometimes people are in a rush to look at stats instead of reading news articles.
um yeah, might be, yeah. I mean, I think that's a good idea if people just want to look at the stats instead of news,
Right. So
because even if
like,
you put this button on top, your news will still be visible from the same screen.
right.
Whereas if you have too many articles, this might shift like towards the bottom,
Okay.
and you have to scroll to see this option. So yeah, I
Okay.
think it makes sense to put it on the top.
Right. So maybe even just have it like frozen there so that you can scroll down to different uses, but that thing
Yeah,
always stays
yeah, like
there.
we freeze those cells in Excel. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You can
Right.
freeze that on the bottom and then just scroll.
So that will be convenient for you then, right?
Yes, yes, so that I have it all the time in front of my eyes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
my final question is, would you recommend this app if it was actually built?
I mean, if it was fixed, all the bugs, those tiny bugs are fixed, yes, I would recommend 100%. I think it is a good source of getting all the information at one place, like news articles, statistics, and even getting more information through volunteers and chatting
Yeah.
and being able to actually help other people.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good way to help people connect with each other in these times where everyone is separated, kind of separated. So it's a good way to connect and also keep people updated on the latest information. So definitely I would recommend it once all the bugs are fixed and if this apps comes into the market.
Just to follow up on that, would you recommend this app to any elderly?
Yes, as I said, because that came to my mind because elderly people would like to also view and learn about this,
Yes.
right? So again, just to make it a little more friendly, might be we can include a little bit more words with those icons to help them navigate, right?
Okay.
But otherwise, I think it says really, really simple, which is a good part because this is not this doesn't need to be a high tech app since it's not just going to be used by teenagers,
Yeah.
but also by our elderly demographic of the population.
Yes.
So it needs to be convenient to them. And taking that into consideration, it is really, really simple. There are not many buttons to confuse yourself. There's simple three menus. There's home, there's chat, there's settings. So
Okay. Uh,
I think it's
just
really good.
all right. Thank you. Just just wanted to get back on the fifth question, and it was like for improvement. Uh, do you suggest any different way of showing those buttons, those blue buttons, like in the settings, or do you think they're okay?
I think because you have written it down, I think it is okay because it's easier for anyone to like read it. Might be with one thing just out of blue that came to my mind, might be because there is vaccinations in the market now, might be you can include some data or some information related to vaccines,
Okay.
like how they can book an appointment or just keep it updated, like
Right.
now the vaccines are available for people above 60, now it's available for people above 65.
Right.
So something like that, that could be one more thing to add on to improve this app.
Okay.
Just give them information about getting vaccinated, the importance of vaccination or something like that, just a pop-up kind of thing.
Okay.
And otherwise, I think under the settings app, this is fine, and however written it is,
Yeah.
because it's easier to follow for everyone.
Okay. All right. That's all the questions I have. So thank you so much for viewing my app and critiquing it. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Yeah, I had fun using your app, so good luck for it.
Thank you.